Welcome to Titus Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August the 27th. I waited an hour to do this video because my phone was about to die as well. And this thing been like 4 hours long show. It was a pretty decent show. I was entertained. I hope everybody else was entertained. We got new champions. We got 2 debuts. Not a lot of debuts, just 2. And 1 didn't do anything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did watch the pre-show. I watched the 2 pre-show matches. But ladies and gentlemen, first we got Tony Schiavone coming out to talk about being in London and how grateful he is and all that stuff. Until he got interrupted by Jeff Jarrett and his goons. Let me open my box. Jeff Jarrett and his goons. The useless goons. And of course, they're bad guys. They had to make fun of the London people because Tony Schiavone says the UK wrestlers paved the way for the younger talent to have wrestled. But he says the United States wrestlers paved the way. And he just wanted to make fun of London and all that stuff. Until Paul White came out with anything Ogo and the debuts of Grado. He came out as well, and of course, everybody just beats up Jeff Jarrett. Grado smashes the guitar onto Jeff Jarrett, and Ogo did his punch in the face, and Big Show doing choke slams, knockout punches, and all that stuff. So I didn't know I was watching there, but ladies and gentlemen, they did it. They shut those guys up. London got happy. And ladies and gentlemen, there was another person. She wasn't in the ring, but she is watching that AEW Women's World Championship match, and her name is Mercedes Moné. Sasha Banks, aka Sasha Banks, just came to All In. That's pretty cool. And ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening is the Ring of Honor's World Tag Team Championships. This is MJF's and Adam Cole's first match of 2 matches that they're going to be in this show, and it's for championships. And ladies and gentlemen, Adam Cole and MJF versus the Aussie Open for the tag team titles. It was a pretty decent match. It was a little entertaining, back and forth. We saw the kangaroo kick. We saw the double clothesline, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and your new Ring of Honor's World Tag Team Champions, MJF and Adam Cole, baby. They are new champions, and MJF is a double champion. Will Adam Cole be a double champion after the main events of All In? And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have an FTW rules match. Hook for the FTW, Hook versus Jack Perry. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Perry came out with, coming out of a limo. They start beating each other on top of the limo, smashing windows, the windshield, and poor Mr. Hook, but his shoulder was busted open. But ladies and gentlemen, they used weapons. They did everything they could. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and your new FTW champion, Hook. And to start off the show, the main show, was CM Punk defending his real World Championship against Samoa Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I didn't like this because CM Punk is not a real World Champion. The real World Champion is going to be in the main event. If you guys go on the Wikipedia or you go on CM Punk, he's not recognized as a current world champion. Just like Christian Cage is not a current TNT champion. So him defending his title means absolutely nothing. So I'm sorry, but I didn't really care for this match because it's not the real world championship. MJF is the one holding the real world championship. And it was a pretty decent match, not bad. Samoa Joe was beating up CM Punk. London, some reason, did not like CM Punk, booing everything he does. and cheering Samoa Joe. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and still the real world champion, CM Punk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a trios match. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Callis was in 2 of these matches, and I don't know why he was. We have Takeshita and the Bullet Club Gold, Juice Robinson and Jay White with the Guns versus the Golden Elite, Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page. I got the burps, and there's a fly in my face. Pretty decent match for back and forth. It got a little slow in the beginning, but ladies and gentlemen, it was very good. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match, after I think Kenny Omega got distracted and Takeshita got a roll-up pin, and he gets the win. It was a pretty decent match. And it was a better match for Kota Ibushi because he was a little slow in the Blood and Guts match. Maybe because it was like a cage, and he can't really do much in Blood and Guts, but he actually could do a lot in this match. Then we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. It was FTR and the Young Bucks. And ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. Back and forth, they did everything they could. But ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this match and still your AEW's World Tag Team Champions, FTR. And ladies and gentlemen, FTR tried to shake hands with Young Bucks, but they just walked away. They did not get the respect that they wanted. But ladies and gentlemen, they won the match and they're still the champions. We got Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Barretta, and Penta with Alex. Will be presenting the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Claudio, Wheeler, Utah, Mike. Where did I get Mike? Why is there Mike? Who's Mike? So they changed Satana's name to Mike Satana. That's weird. Who's Mike? You couldn't call him Satana, not Mike? And Ortiz. It was a pretty decent match. It was brutal. Orange turned red. He's not orange anymore. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. They used everything. They tried to use everything. They tried to go in every room in the stadium. It was a good match. Every time they do these stadium stampede matches, I like. Because it's a stipulation and they're all over the place. And I like those kind of things. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, and Penta. The most dumb parts that I wasn't a big fan of. Penta got hurt. And so, a couple of minutes, we got Penta's theme song happen, and he comes up with a different color of his clothes. He was wearing red. And they said this is his dark side. He's wearing bright red for his dark side. That did not make any sense. How's that his dark side? I guess because red means evil. In every single superhero thing, it means evil. So I don't understand. That was the dumbest thing to do. Just to change his clothes and think that's his dark side. But ladies, I thought it was a pretty decent match. It was a pretty good match, but I wasn't a big fan of the Penta thing. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty good match. And we saw Eddie Kingston pushes, whatever he did, John Moxley threw a barbed wire board. This match was crazy. Even Sue, Trent Barretta's mom, was there. She got a new band, and now it has Utah's blood all over it. And she had baked goods. She had cookies and a tray. And I hope Claudio likes it because he got smashed in his face with the cookies and the tray. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty good match. We have a fatal four-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Saraya versus Shida versus Toni Storm versus Britt Baker. Both ladies are from UK, Toni Storm and Saraya. And ladies and gentlemen, Saraya brought her whole family. She brought her mom, she brought her dad, she brought her sister. I don't know if she has a sister, but she brought her brother. But ladies and gentlemen, in one part of this match, Toni Storm gave Britt Baker to Saraya's mom to hold her arms that she could do like a punch. She was getting ready to punch, and Britt Baker moved out of the way, and Toni Storm accidentally hit Saraya's mom. Her mom wants a piece of Toni Storm, but Saraya got a piece of Toni Storm. And ladies and gentlemen, they wouldn't let each other pin. Even Ruby Soho got involved, trying to stop Toni Storm, stop beating up Saraya. But Toni Storm hit Ruby Soho. Is this the end of the Outcast? Because Saraya wanted to beat the living hell of Toni Storm. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and your new AEW Women's World Champion, Saraya. She's the new champion. My goodness. She's a former NXT Women's Champion, Divas Champion, now AEW Women's World Champion. That's amazing for Saraya. Then we had Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage with Prince Nana in a coffin match. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought it would be a little more better match if they had AR Fox in this match. I don't know the reason why they did not have him in there. We all know the reason why Ray Phoenix, because personal problems. Everybody knows because you guys can look it up on the internet. But I don't want to talk about people's personal problems. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why they got rid of AR Fox out of this match, because I wasn't a big fan of Christian Cage being in this match. To me, I even told my brother this. When Christian Cage and Edge made their return on WWE and AEW, I thought Edge had a better return, better matches, because he had a great match with Seth Rollins, great matches with Roman Reigns, and great matches with Finn Balor. Christian Cage hasn't had a great match, to my eyes. I just get bored when he wrestles. That's why people say Edge is better than Christian. That's why people say Jeff Hardy is better than Matt Hardy. People have their opinions. I have my opinions, and Edge is better than Christian. I'm sorry. Edge had a bad injury, and he had a better return than Christian. I think Christian has a bad injury too, but he didn't have a neck problem like Edge. Edge wasn't supposed to make his return, but he did, and he had amazing matches with three young guys, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Finn Balor. And he had some matches with Grayson. He had a match with Grayson Waller. He had a triple threat match or fatal four-way match to get to the World Heavyweight title. He had great matches, and it's pretty good. Even with AJ Styles when he was part of the Judgment Day, he had great matches. But yeah, I'm sorry, but Christian Cage, I wish Mr. AR Fox was in this match, because we will see a lot of high flying. Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus got themselves involved, but the ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and wins the coffin match was Darby Allin and Sting. Then we have Will Ospreay with Don Callis versus Chris Jericho with Sammy Guevara. I didn't care for this match either, because they had 2 weeks to hype this match up. Well, technically, they start the match in 2 weeks. And then they only have 1 week to hype it up, and they just did talking to make it personal. But it wasn't really personal enough, if you guys know what I mean. This rivalry wasn't built very well. Not like the Adam Cole and MJF match and the Trios match, Trios title match, but it wasn't built very well. It only had 2 weeks to be built. So, I wasn't a big fan of it, but ladies and gentlemen, Will Ospreay wins the match. It was a pretty okay match, but Will Ospreay wins the match. And it looks like Chris Jericho doesn't want to talk to Sammy. Sammy tried to say, it's okay, man, you will get him next time. But Chris Jericho pushes him away, tells him hold on, And Sammy is a little confused, and Chris Jericho walks away. So what is Sammy going to do? Is he going to walk away from Chris Jericho or turn on him? We have no idea what is going to happen. Then we had the Trios Championship. Will Billy Gunn have one more title reign? Because that was the Acclaim's goal a couple of months ago, that Billy Gunn will have one more title reign. And ladies and gentlemen, they had that one chance, and it was a quick loss. And that's when Billy Gunn was retiring. And then he came back and he issued this challenge. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Yeah, but I did not know this was a Hell's Rules No Holds Barred match, 6-man tag team match. I did not know that because I've been seeing people using weapons. I see they're not tagging. I'm like, what in the world is happening? And then they said it was a No Holds Barred match. I'm like, oh, that's why. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Julia Hart got herself involved, and she got hurt by the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. I can't say the word what they did, but they did it. You guys will know if you guys watched the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty okay match, but the winner of that match and your new Trios champions, Billy Gunn and the Acclaim. And ladies and gentlemen, Billy Gunn finally gets one more title reign. Yes, it's not a tag team title reign with Road Dogg, but he gets a title reign. One more title reign, and he finally wins something in AEW. He finally did. Because some of these legends that they brought to AEW, they don't wrestle. They are commentary or managers. Billy Gunn is not a manager. He's not a commentary. He is a wrestler, and he finally wins a championship. And he has two young guys that actually could carry him with this title reign. I don't think it's going to be a long title reign, but at least Billy Gunn could say that he won a AEW championship when he does retire. Because it feels like AEW might be the last promotion that Billy Gunn will be in. Then we have MJF versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first we had this match restarted because they both called out the double clothesline, and they clotheslined each other. Their both arms were on top of each other's chest, and the referee counts, and it was a double pin. Adam Cole told Max 5 more minutes, the same way that 30-minute time limit draw happened, but MJF said no. But he says 5 minutes is not long enough. They're going to wrestle until they have a winner in London. And everybody is upset with Adam Cole because he's doing a lot of cheating moves. And they're cheering. They were cheering when MJF was doing the cheering. But Roderick Strong got himself involved. The referee got knocked out. Roderick Strong got himself involved, doing a low blow on MJF. Adam Cole did try to take it, but it didn't work out because the referee was so slow because he was knocked out. He was slamming his whole body onto the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, and then Roderick Strong throws in the world title, tells Adam, hit him with the championship. I'm your best friend, not him. But Adam Cole did not do that. He throws that title away, and MJF did a roll up, and MJF retains the title. And Adam Cole is upset. He was in the corner upset, and MJF is trying to calm him down. And he says, I got something. He gave him the Ring of Honor tag team titles. Adam Cole throws that out, and MJF was pissed because he thinks Adam Cole wasn't his friend. It was all about the world title. And he says, you want the title? He throws it to him. He says, here, have it. And he turns around and he says, hit me with it. Adam Cole was about to do it. Roderick Strong is pressuring him. Hit him, hit him, hit him. But Adam Cole drops the belt. And we got MJF and Adam Cole hug it out to end the show. It was a pretty decent show, a very long show. Thank God it was at nighttime. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent show. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I could watch Emergence tonight, that's like in 2 hours from now. If we could watch Emergence, I would do a video for that as well. But that will be at nighttime because it starts at 8 o'clock p.m. Why did they put 2 pay-per-views on the same day? I know WWE does the same thing, but WWE, because sometimes Impact Wrestling changes their pay-per-views. Sometimes it's on Saturdays, sometimes it's on Fridays. Now it's Sundays. Oh my goodness. Stop changing your mind, please. AEW's pay-per-views is always on Sundays, I believe. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard that they're coming back to London next year on the same month, August 25th, for All In again. They're coming back. Will they get 81,000 people again? Will they call it the biggest wrestling events that for professional wrestling? Will they call that again? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know is the biggest wrestling event for every pro wrestling promotion because Impact has their own, WWE has their own. Can you just say this is the biggest event for AEW, not just pro wrestling? Not like every single promotion, because everybody has their own big pay-per-view. GCW might have their big one. MLW, every single wrestling promotion might have their big promotions pay-per-view. So your pay-per-view is not bigger for them, it's bigger for you guys. It's called AEW All In, not wrestling's All In. AEW's All In. It was for you guys, not for other wrestling. When you say pro wrestling, that means every single wrestling promotion. It's not for every wrestling promotion because it's called AEW's All In, not anyone else's. Yes, there's New Japan Pro Wrestling guys in there like Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay. Yes, but you guys have like a partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So that's the difference. But it's not for everybody else. But if you guys enjoyed this video, they did some tributes for Bray Wyatt. House of Black had like a lantern for their entrance. Some people have armbands like WWE has. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's still upset about Bray Wyatt. I know I am. Every time I see a picture or somebody writing about him, it gets upsetting. Nobody else passed away. Doesn't sound like anyone passed away that I know of. I'm hoping this curse of passing away people of this dang week and weekend is over. No more passing away people. Please. I don't like when people pass away. I don't like it. It's upsetting and I don't like it. I don't think anyone likes it, but people say it's life. I hate when they say that. Because there's more than death for life. In life. There's more to it because you get married, you get kids, you do things in life like vacations, go to wrestling events, go to concerts, sporting events. There's more to it than just death. Okay? Please stop telling me that's life. Life is more than just death. Like seriously. It gets really annoying that you guys tell me this is life. Everybody says it. Everybody says it. I don't know why people say it. Yes, people get old. That's life. I understand that. But you don't have to keep telling me. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If I could get a stream for not AEW again, Impact Wrestling's Emergence, I will give you guys a result video for that show as well. That's all for me today. Maybe see you guys tonight. Till then, bye!